Good morning, Cardinals fans. I'm Tara Wellman, and this is about last night, even though the game was actually during the day. You know how when you wait so long for the next movie in a series, and you see the previews and they're great, you know the writers and they're great, the actors are already so comfortable in their roles, it just has to be awesome. And then you see it, and you realize that you're basically watching a remake of the original film. Yesterday's opening day excitement was quickly obliterated by this strange sinking feeling that what we were watching was really just a rerun of a 2017 game. The promises of new dynamics, of changed structure, of improved talent were really nowhere to be seen. Instead, it was pretty much same old, same old. You know, coffee's basically the strongest thing that I drink. Too many games like that, and I start to reconsider. So the Cardinals took the opening day loss 9-4 at Citi Field, and while that's pretty much a terrible way to start off a season, there was some good news to go with the bad news. Okay, so good news, Tommy Pham isn't the only guy that can hit on this team. Matt Carpenter had a double from the 3-hole, mind you. Jose Martinez had a day, more on that in a minute, and Yadier Molina got involved with a big at the time 2-run shot off the foul pole in left field. So Tommy Pham isn't the only one that can hit this year. Bad news, Tommy Pham kinda can't hit this year. Perhaps more accurately, Tommy Pham kinda can't see this year. Again. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit concerned about this continuing to hinder his progress, because what he created for himself last year was this great platform from which to lead this team forward. But without the production, his vocal leadership is gonna fall pretty flat. But, I mean, he's dealt with the vision issues before. Let's all just hope he can do it again. Okay, good news. Matt Carpenter can score from second base. Does this mean he's fast? No. Does it mean Jose Oquendo is a magician? Probably, but I'll take it. Bad news is, Jose Martinez can't throw to second base. Okay, this is such a dilemma for me. His bat plays, and I get it, but the fact that I cringe every time a ball is hit in his general direction, I don't know, guys. He might be the death of me. The good news is, Jose Martinez can hit really good pitching. I can't believe that I'm going to say this, but the Martinez predicament might be one of the only things that has ever made me wish the Cardinals could utilize a DH. I think I just threw up a little bit. But seriously, if all he ever had to do was hit, he'd play in every game for forever. I mean, he was 3 for 3 against Noah Syndergaard yesterday, including a home run, while the rest of his team struck out 10 times against the guy. Yeah, Martinez can hit really good pitching. Bad news, the only really good pitching for the Cardinals yesterday came from Jordan Hicks, the kid who's never pitched above A-ball. The kid who wasn't really supposed to make this team, but somehow made the opening day roster, evidently based on some pretty solid lobbying by Yadier Molina. The kid who is no doubt a superstar in the making, but the kid who also shouldn't be the guy the Cardinals are depending on right now. Which brings me to some more bad news. Matt Bowman is broken. No, like really. Actually, his arm, it's bad. Zach Gifford put some numbers to what a lot of us were seeing, and it's terrifying. Check it out at birdsontheblack.com, but I'm warning you, it's going to be painful. You know what else is painful? Carlos Martinez. I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again here, he is too good to struggle like this. Whether it's first inning yips or unsolved problems against lefties, Martinez has everything he needs to be the unquestionable number one on this team. And then he goes 4 1/3 on opening day. So, how do you solve a problem like Martinez? Well, first of all, can we all just stop saying he needs to care more? Honestly, you don't get to where he is without caring. You don't react the way he did in the dugout after that start without caring. I'm guessing you probably don't win the respect of Yadier Molina if you just don't care. Most often, the difference between a great athlete and an elite athlete is their ability to train their mind to control their body consistently. Does Carlos need some work there? Well, that seems obvious. Is he too immature to do that work? Why? Because he likes to change his hairstyle or dance in the dugout? Can he not be an ace because he has more fun than the average human being at life? That's what we call personality, not immaturity. And just because someone has a big personality doesn't mean they're not mature enough to do their job. But the point is, as much as Carlos might need to make adjustments physically, throwing more pitches before the first inning of his start, like many have suggested, or utilizing the sinker inside more to lefties, like Joe Swartz has suggested several times. I have to believe that this idea of improving his mentality is not so much about what people tend to think it is. This isn't about altering his personality. It's about literally training his brain the same way that he trains his body, so that his mindset and his thought process is every bit as repeatable as his delivery. And if you've ever battled with your own mind, said the chronic overthinker, you know that that's not really as simple as just caring more. I guess what I'm trying to say is, say that his mechanics are off, say that he needs to improve on his mental fortitude, say you don't like his purple hair and dance moves for all I care. But unless you're with him in the clubhouse, or you're with him in a bullpen session, or you're with him in the training room, can we all just maybe not say that because someone's struggling, they just don't care enough? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh right, they told us this year would be different. Yesterday wasn't. I want to believe them, but they're gonna have to prove it.